Hi, my name is Paul Musonge. Today I'll be talking about the neuromuscular junction. Here we have nerve impulses, which also known as action potential. They travel from the brain or the spinal cord to trigger a contraction of skeletal muscles. And action potential propagates down the motor neuron to a skeletal muscle fiber. This site where a motor neuron excites a skeletal muscle fiber is called a neuromuscular junction. This junction is a chemical synapse consisting of the points of contact between axon terminals. This is a point of synapse where you have the axon terminal of a motor neuron to a motor end plate, where you have the plate, the end plate. Skeletal muscle fiber. The events at the neuromuscular junction are coordinated in 7 different steps. The first step is an action potential that travels to link up an axon of a motor neuron to an axon terminal. So this is the action potential. This is where the action takes place from the axon terminal of the motor neuron, which moves down to an axon terminal, moves all the way here and goes round to the top. The second is the voltage gated calcium channel. Open calcium ions to diffuse the terminal. These are the open gated calcium channels where you have sodium where they diffuse ion. The third is calcium entry, causes synaptic vessels to release acetylcholine via exocytosis. This is the region where you have the receptors, so they receive acetylcholine. Then the fourth is acetylcholine diffuses across the synaptic cleft, along where you have the synaptic cleft, and binds acetylcholine, which contain gated ions channels. Then the fifth is a gated ion cord channels, which are open. This stretch, you see they're open for the movement. The sixth is sodium ion enter the muscle fiber and potassium ions exit the muscle fiber. So you have sodium ions, they enter into the muscle fiber, and potassium ions exit the fiber, the muscle fiber. This is the muscle fiber. So where you have the sodium ion going in and the potassium ion exit. The seventh is once the membrane potential reaches a threshold value of an action potential, it propagates along the sarcolemma, where you see the sarcolemma. Neurotransmission ceases when acetylcholine removed from the synaptic cleft. The removal occurs in two ways. Acetylcholine diffuses away from the synapse. The second is acetylcholine is broken down by an enzyme. Acetylcholine natural is acid and acidic and acid choline. Then choline is then transported into the axon terminal for the re-synthesis of acetylcholine. So this is how the movement of the neuromuscular junction, which has its function in the body, very important. So this is how it operates in the human body. Thank you.